Sun and Shadow the Savior.
There's Erend. That looks like he's had a few.
Savior. You're my last hope.
Conover. She's Meridian's savior, not yours.
It's just Aloy.
Please, no one will listen. But the...
Really, Conover? Aloy's the one that defeated them. You're bothering her with this...
Some of them must have fled west after the battle at the Alight. I saw one of our sentries, Loravik. I tried to eavesdrop, but they...
Unfortunately, and since Conover doesn't deny killing his fellows...
What makes you so sure Loravik was worth...
Well, I was too far to hear everything.
It's not the most outlandish claim I've heard.
Crying Eclipse is a convenient way to dodge a death sentence.
If I have to die, so be it.
Tell me exactly what happened.
Weeks ago, during a shift change, some trespassers slipped. By the time anyone noticed, they were halfway out the camp. Nozar didn't see the need to give chase. Let the Tenakth...
Nozar's not one to be sidetracked. He tightened up the patrol schedules, reprimanded the sentry...
But I couldn't stop. None of us are careless out here. Meaning, and Loravik, well, he's always grumbled. And after the incident, he started acting... So when I spotted him sneaking out of the barracks after hours, I found him, arguing. And when Loravik mentioned the eclipse, the stranger took off and instincts took over.
Why don't you believe him?
We combed the woods. Searched Laravik's bunk. Searched it again. Look. Conover's a good man. I don't believe he murdered Laravik, but Nozar only listens, and that fact is, Conover...
No, but more eclipse...
Well, we can't question... Nozar's on edge with the upcoming embassy. Hey, please do let us know.
The meeting you witnessed.
No. But the clearing...
A dozen soldiers have already been there.
I can see things others can't.
Thank you, Aloy.
Don't get your hope.
Gentlemen.
That's our cue.
Taking the edge off?
Oh, if the end of the world's coming, I don't be sober for it. Now, let me guess. You're in a rush, right? So whatever you need, ask away.
I was, wondering if you were able to lay Ursa to rest, like you wanted.
Yeah, we did. Just seemed the crowd that showed up to pay their respects. Half of them owed her a favor, and the other half owed her their lives. In the end, everybody drank. You know, it's the rowdiest funeral since ever.
Feels like she would have liked that.
Yeah, damn straight. Damn straight. She would have put them all onto the table.
What do you know about the embassy?
Oh, yeah, not much. Only that he said I'm making peace with these. But from what I hear, they're not too big on them. They do most of their talking with blades. So if you're heading their way...
I'll keep that in mind. What do you know about...
No, nothing good. It's where the Carja dragged all the captives they took from the Forbidden West during the Red River. Lucky ones became slave labor.
Your sacrifice.
You got it. Tenakth made sure to wreck the place before they... I can't say I blame them. And now, no matter how much new stone they put up.
How have things...
Your silent departure? And I helped Avad pick up the pieces. And I took a month to bury Ursa in the claim. But when I got back, I thought that'd be a cakewalk, so
You got blindsided.
a couple more of these, maybe I'll believe you.
I better get going.
Right, I'll have to do complicated Aloy things.
No promises. I know where to find you.
Not that I'm counting it. Be careful out there.
Lighten up, Paiv. You've got a thick wall of stone between you and the Tenakth up there.
Are you in charge around here?
Apologies, no. That would be Commander Nozar. I'm Lawan, his second-in-command. So, what brings Aloy of the Nora to Barren Light?
I'm here for the embassy. I need it to happen so I can head west. And maybe now that Studious Wadis is here, we can finally get things underway.
Yes, the Sun Priest. Walked in practically kicking and screaming behind his escort. Really seems to like his scrolls. But the embassy remains delayed. Commander Nozar has signaled our readiness, but the Tenakth marshals have yet to sound their horn.
All right, fine. Let me through the gates then. I have my own business with them.
I'm sure you do, but I'm afraid I can't. Commander's orders. Normally, the gates are open for any who dare to venture out. Oseram salvagers, a few especially brazen Karja, but no one's allowed in or out before an embassy. They'll reopen, once the Tenakth have left.
So what happens at these embassies, exactly?
Mostly trade and negotiation. The Karja offer tribute in exchange. The Tenakth return this particular embassy, however.
Because the Tenakth are handing over some sort of
So you've heard. The exchange has got everyone on edge.
You said something about...
They're the tribe's elite warriors. Before every embassy, they arrive with a contingent of soldiers. Then, during the proceedings, and by negotiate, I mean stare down our Sun Priest until they... Paiv over here came face to face with them for the first... Came back drenched in his own...
It was hot that day, sir.
It wasn't.
Where is this Commander Nozar, then? If he's the...
I'll take you to him. But the commander isn't one to break protocol.
We'll see about...
This way.
There's a lot of activity going on around here.
The Tenakth tore down this place during the Red Raids. 2 years of labor, and we still have a long way to go. The work stoppage and chain scrape nearly halted our rebuilding efforts. But I hear a certain Nora got them back to work.
I was just helping out.
Yes, well, I'm sure Ulvund was thrilled. Stand aside, soldier.
Sir?
How goes it, Hammerhead?
There's the commander. Better brace yourself. And good luck.
We can have peace with these barbarians beyond me. Agreed. Alas, it is not our place to question his radiance.
How are we to hold an embassy with a tribe that can't even govern their own people?
What more can you expect from barbarians?
Ah. Aloy, was it?
Yes. The one who cleared the valley for you? That Aloy.
We appreciate your service. At least we are ready for the embassy to begin.
Didn't you just give the signal?
Both sides must signal readiness. Until the Tenakth sound their horn, we wait.
Yea, for as the first shall be...
Shut up. Why the delay?
The Tenakth are a tribe composed of 3 clans. How many banners do you see?
You're just gonna wait? Go find out what's wrong.
Oh, this isn't some forgotten corner of the East where you come from, Nora. It's the Forbidden West. If you don't like it, run back to Meridian, file a complaint.
The Meridian I saved, you mean?
That's right. Nobody walks to the gate until the third clan arrives and the Tenakth's horn has sounded. Not even the savior of Meridian.
Well, thanks, but I've waited long enough. It's time to go.
Absolutely not. This embassy depends on diligent adherence to... You shall not!
Keep telling yourself that.
Someone approaching! On a machine!
Varl. Open the gates, please.
Do not let her through that gate! That is a direct order!
Sorry, can't do it.
Sir, it's the Savior!
I don't care if it's a Dowager Queen herself! The gate stays sealed until that horn blows!
I'm asking nicely.
I don't know what to do.
Hey, Varl.
Hi, Aaron. What's happening?
You know, the usual. Aloy wants something. People try to stand in her way. It's not gonna work.
Oh, that's it! Arrest her!
I'd like to see you try.
Supporting fire?
Yeah, I'm locked and loaded. Hey, Nozar! You stupid bastard. You think you got the authority to keep that door shut in the savior of Meridian's face? What do you think Sun King Avad is gonna do when he hears what you did? Promote you, huh? Let her through, boys. Saving the world.
Forget something back in Meridian?
Look, Varl.
It doesn't matter. Made it just in time. So this tribe that Murad told us about, the Tenakth. We need their permission to go west?
Yeah, well, I figured it'd be nice if they weren't trying to kill me the whole time.
But this embassy hasn't started yet. We're just gonna... barge in?
Just no more politics. No more delays.
Oh well. Now at least you have some backup.
I guess I do. We'll see how it goes.
That is the line between East and West. Cross it and die.
Hold on now. Let's take it easy.
None may walk this valley until our signal sounds. That was our accord with the Karja.
I'm not Karja. I came here on my own to ask for rite of passage.
But they opened the gate for you, did they not? What is the meaning of this violation?
Why send a child? Do they want to parley or not?
The Karja can't be trusted. This is known.
Forget the Karja. This has nothing to do with them. I need to go west to save lives. Maybe even yours.
The only lives you can save are your own. By turning back. Now.
Hold! She's telling the truth about one thing. She's not Karja. She's a Nora from the Savage East. And if she seeks to save lives, should we not listen? Let me speak to her. One last favor for a fellow marshal before he's taken away. fearless, red-headed Nora. You must be the so-called savior of Meridian.
Just Aloy.
I am Unyielding Fashav, once of the Karja High Command, last of the army of the Setting Sun.
You're Fashav. Avad gave me a message for you. That he waits for you in Meridian, where you belong.
Avad always was polite. Well, now I'm even more curious about you knowing that you have the confidence of the Sun King. But such an association with the Karja could work against you here, as it often has with me. As you can see, tensions are high. This embassy is a delicate affair. They're about to return me to the Sundom, a gesture that might help soothe painful grievances. And now you arrive, unheralded.
I'm not here to cause trouble. I just need to go west.
So you say. I might be able to help, but I need to know why. Along with some assurance that I won't regret it.
How did you come to be among the Tenakth?
It's quite a story, but not a quick one. Though I suppose neither of us is going anywhere before the embassy begins. Are you sure you want to hear it?
I guess we have time.
Very well. I marched with Sun King Jiran's raiders when they came west, hoping to moderate their worst impulses. I failed. They committed unspeakable atrocities. When the clans overran our forward, I stayed behind to help the and was taken prisoner. I didn't make it easy, and they paid me back in kind on the journey. I lost so much blood on the way that I was when they threw me before Chief Akara. I thought I was dead for sure, so...
So when you met the Tenakth chief, you did something desperate.
I'd kept my ears open as the Tenakth dragged me along, and I heard mutterings about a kind of trial by combat that they revere. So, when they flung me at Hekaro's feet, I demanded this right, called the Kulrut, thinking that by winning I could request a boon, my life or even my freedom. The other Tenakth, evidently, he allowed me to participate in the Kulrut.
You said the Kulrut is a Tenakth's trial by combat.
Yes. But it is no ordinary trial. It doesn't pit men against each other, at least not directly. Instead, the combatants fight machines in a great arena, and only the strongest survive. Believe me, it is no easy thing to stare down a charging machine while hundreds around you scream for blood.
I know more about that than you might think.
Do you? Well, then you have my respect. Like you, I lived through it to claim my prize. I had hoped for freedom, but... well, that wasn't on offer. Only service to the chief.
You wound up serving the Tenakth.
The winners of the Kulrut must serve the chief as his marshals.
You mentioned that word before. What does it mean?
The word itself refers to a kind of protective spirit from the ancient past. In practice, marshals are Hekaro's part magistrate, part judge. I won my place among them and served as honor demanded, but many Tenakth still spat on the ground when I walked by. But they did. Until I started forcing them to the...
I guess that's one way to...
As you may have noticed, violence is the nature to survive. One must master it. The truth is, though, the Carja speak it too. I can't blame the Tenakth for hating them.
So then, are you still Carja?
Part of me, yes. Always. Yet there is much to admire about the Tenakth. Especially, I've heard stories about what it was like before his reign. 3 clans always at war, constant. Hekarro and the Marshals have crafted a delicate peace. Who knows? Maybe that...
The Carja talk about Hekarro.
The Carja feel compelled to demonize him if only because he's... It is true that he is... When I was first taken before him, I thought he would flay me up. But he is no bloodthirsty tyrant like them. I think that if you were fortunate enough, you would find that he only wants... I hope you do speak to him. So... That's my story. You're the first Easterner to... The Carja need to know what I have learned.
Yeah. The way you talk about the Tenakth, I've never seen markings like those on a...
The Carja see ink as decoration. For the Tenakth, it is much more.
Looks like you've vanquished...
I've fought my share of battles, but I feel that my life... This side shows my martial deeds. Before I die, I'd like to see the other...
Are you glad to be
Oh, I'll admit that I wouldn't mind sleeping in it or sipping wine from the southern vineyard, but I have another goal, and as someone who knows the Tenakth and the Carja, I'm in a unique position to... If Sun King Avad is amenable, my hope is...
The Tenakth don't seem that...
They're not, as a rule. Chief Hekarro knows that survival often requires... Even if that change means...
You asked why I need rite of passage. I'll tell you, but you won't like my answer. 6 months ago, the world almost ended in Meridian. That threat still exists. It's getting worse every day, much worse. Calling down storms, poisoning the water, enraging the machines. The source of it all has gone west, and I'm the only one who can stop it.
I've seen the signs. And I've an army of demons, vanquished by a red-haired champion. The burden of your task is written across your face clearer than any mark. I'll grant you this, to serve as proof of your right to travel into Tenakth lands. A task so important, and it's just the 2 of you. Take it from one who aspires to be a diplomat. Allies are essential. Chief Hekarro knows the West better than anyone. He may be able to help you. He can be intimidating to others, but don't let that deceive you. He is a man of his...
Maybe.
Your choice. You can find him at his palace, past the mountains to the southwest. Tell him I sent you, and he'll listen to...
Look! The Sky Clan's banner!
Marshals. It wasn't easy, but I brought the Sky Clan with me.
And the commander?
No. I could only convince a few. He isn't yet aware we left.
We have banners from all 3 clans. If there are fewer from the Sky Clan, it can't be helped.
He's right. Sound the horn.
What's going on?
Not all Tenakth can stomach the idea of parley with the Carja, but enough have come for us to begin.
Then I'll be on my way.
No. The other marshals will not permit it. You wanted safe passage, you have it. After the embassy.
The Carja have opened the gates.
As the sun rises over a land at war, so too can it set over a land at peace. Today is such...
marshals! You who claim to be Tenakth!
Regalla. Chief Hekarro's biggest mistake. A rival whom he should have killed.
You have forgotten that our people were born in blood. The blood of the Carja. Instead, you pledge your spears to a chief who conspires with the enemy. Hekarro has betrayed us! The embassy is proof! And all of you marshals are his accomplices! For this, I condemn you to death!
You'll need more than toothless threats to intimidate us, exile.
Lancers! Form up!
They're riding machines!
Where'd they learn to do that?
Silence.
Vashav! Come with us now, or not at all!
Archers! Light them up!
Get to cover!
Archers! Keep them back! Left flank! To the Carja! Run them down!
They're not gonna make it.
Open the gates! Open the gates! Open the gates! Carja! Stand your ground!
Fire at will!
I don't have a shot! What happened? Can you see?
It's just us now.
Hey! Calm down and fight fair!
Lancers! Take the center!
Get ready!
Stick to cover! Archers on the ridge! Here they come! Spotted!
I should fire at the machine riders on the field.
Friendly, down! Cover fire! Do you need ammo? I'll get you!
Firing!
Fight like that, Outlander! Oh!
you and me now, Bo.
We've survived worse.
We found her!
You! Outlanders! I'll skin you both! Chief, grant me the honor of this challenge.
Granted.
You're next, girl.
I've never seen a shield like that. Better scan it. I can break through the shield if I damage it enough. Ah! Gotta get through that shield. Pain subsiding. Shield's gone! He's vulnerable! You're not stopping me!
That shield's not gonna save you!
Now's my chance!
Your turn! Come down here and face me!
No! It was an honorable challenge. You've earned your life today. Comrades! Mark this day! Today you have decimated the Marshals! Slaughtered the Karja! So begins our war on Hikaru. Move out!
Get him to the camp. Now.
You gonna make it?
You're going on without me, aren't you? Guess I'm stuck with Erend. For now.
Come on. I'll take you back to the fort.
I got you.
It's salvage time, boys.
Don't think it can take a hit. I should be able to use it to glide.
Aloy. We're still trying to sort out this mess. Seems like the Tenakth have a civil war in their hands.
That sounds about right. The Marshals weren't expecting Regalla to attack.
And the entire Karja delegation was slain. Nozar, Vuadis, Peshav. A massacre. What will you do now?
I have to head west. Hopefully this rite of passage is still good. For what I'm after, I'll cross all of Tenakth territory if I have to.
Then you have a long road ahead of you. This is only the threshold of the Forbidden West. The Tenakth's true domain lies over the mountains that border Plainsong, home of the Utaru tribe.
This isn't Tenakth territory?
All that out there? That's no man's land. It was supposed to be neutral ground, though obviously this Regalla ignored that. Her rebels approached from the north, with all those machines they were riding. They must have made camp.
The rebels were riding bristlebacks. And there were bristlebacks.
Are you saying the rebels let them in?
I don't know.
While you're at it, There were enough went out there before the gates were shut for the... Maybe you could check in.
I can keep an eye out.
A tall neck? There's that one, over there.
It's hard to explain. It'll help me...
If you say so.
About Fashav.
The man was taken captive by the Tenakth. Survived. It's a cruel end for...
There was more.
Too late for that.
What will happen?
His body will... As a cousin of the Sun King, no soldier could act.
It's too bad, but...
At least Nozar went down well. I'll make sure...
It's too bad.
Well...
Do you think the Carja will... Seems like you'd have...
An expedition of the Carja army into the west could be taken as the start of it. Sun King Avad won't risk... That said...
Fashav called Regalla a rival. Someone that Tenakth chief should have killed.
Yeah, her attack was
They knew the lay of the land, and they knew Fashav was... If the Tenakth... She must have spent months...
They had to have made... Some...
You mentioned the Utaru tribe.
That's right. They're a peaceful bunch. At least compared...
It's hard to imagine a bunch of farm...
Make no mistake. When the Carja were pushed back, their warriors chased ours through the burning fields of plain. The Sun King has made far...
If they're so peaceful...
Don't know. I heard they had... You'd think that'd make them open to trade, but...
This area is no...
That it is. But after Avad overthrew them, he reached out to the other... The Tenakth agreed to a neutral border zone as part of the... Carja and Oseram have been striking...
But now, it seems...
Well, they each...
You said the Tenakth land. What can I expect to find?
Well, as I meant, Haru farmlands. Past that are the Tenakth. Their territory is split into 3 clans.
Right. I saw their banners at the end.
The Desert Clan is closest. Ooh, what? Where everyone else sees an inhospitable... Somewhere beyond the desert capital, and the...
You don't sound...
I've only heard the story. During the Red Raids, the Carja army tried to push it, but the United Clans rose up against them.
So no one except the...
Maybe do, back in Meridian.
You said there were others who went out.
Well, and there were a couple of other parties. Even saw 2 Carja scouts. Not sure if they're exceptionally...
I'd need to be...
And don't...
I appreciate it. This'll be in my stash when I need it. So, this is the Forbidden West. A whole new frontier to explore. The coordinates from the spire should lead to Silence and Hades. And just maybe... backup of Gaia. It won't be easy out there. The Blight, the Storms, Regalla's machine riders. But I'll have to push through it all. Find a way to fix the world. Like Elizabeth would. The woman who led the ambush, Regalla, had a lot of machines under her command. There's only one other person who has that kind of knowledge. Silence. What's his angle? Why help to knock the rebels?